Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another DIY Friday. How is everybody doing today? Happy Friday, y'all. I'm sure y'all are so glad that this week is done and over with. Okay, y'all, I'm coming to y'all today because I am going to show you guys how to make this ring. The only thing that the ring that we're going to make, and this is optional, I will not be putting any pearls on the end of the ring. I put the pearls here because this is optional. You can use the pearls if you can and you cannot. These are just flat pearls that I use that I glue with E6000. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you guys what you're going to need for this project. First of all, you need to get your choice of beads, and what I have here, I have some 8mm or 6mm. These look like 6mm, and they're really small, beautiful rondelle beads. They're really small. Okay, really small. And then I have a really beautiful, cute opal. This is like a white. It's really beautiful, y'all. I don't know if you guys can see the cut on this, but it's really pretty. And I am going to be using those beads. I am also going to be using some 12 gauge 7 inches. You're going to need 7 inches of 2 pieces of 12 gauge wire. And you also are going to need some 20 gauge wire. Now, the 20 gauge wire, you all are going to need to cut at least 36 inches of 20 gauge wire. Actually, 12, 24. Yeah, you're going to need about 36 inches. The only reason why I tell you to cut about 36 inches is because we're going to be doing a lot of wrapping, and believe it or not, even though the details are small details, sometimes it takes a little. You'll be surprised on how much wire you will actually use when you're just wrapping things, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, so the very first thing that we are going to do for this DIY is we're going to take each piece of our wire, 12 gauge wire, and this is aluminum wire, y'all, okay? And we're going to bend it on both sides. Okay, now you want both of your sides to be the same way. So you want to bend this one the same as this one, in the same direction, I will say. And you're going to do the same thing for this piece right here. And just make sure that it is flushed up against that piece right here when you bend it. Now sometimes, guys, when you are bending this to put it into place, sometimes it may be off a little bit. Sometimes one side may be bigger than the other side, but that's how it is when you're making handmade jewelry. Okay, so this is what you're going to have when you line your 2 pieces up. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece right here. We're going to start with our wire, and we're going to take and just try to make sure that these are lined up together. We're going to take the end of our wire and place it maybe an inch onto your wire. So we're going to place it like this. It might be a little hard, y'all, and we're going to wrap it around. You see what I did? And then we're going to wrap it around again, and we're going to keep wrapping, okay, a couple times. Now, I did 3 wraps, and what I am going to do is I'm going to take this piece right here and pinch it up just a tad bit, and I am going to cut this off, okay? So I'm going to bend it over and snip it right here. Now, for the sake of this video, guys, there are some things that I will be doing, and then I am going to stop the video because y'all know how I am about the videos being too long, okay? So next thing I'm going to do, once I cut it, I'm going to take my wire and then wrap it over that piece that I cut. And then I'm going to wrap it one more time, okay? And the reason for that is to hide the piece that I cut, also so that it won't be any edges or anything that's going to be sticking you when you wear your ring, okay? So the next thing I am going to do is I'm just going to pull it apart just a little bit like that. Pull it apart, okay? And this is what you're going to have. Now, for the sake of the video, just like I said, I'm going to show you guys what I am doing. I mean, for the sake of the video, I'm going to do a little bit and then stop the video and then go and work and then come back. And so you can see how far I've gotten with it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start wrapping on our beads. So we're going to take our wire and we're just going to start up at the top right here. See me? And then I'm going to push it through, take it through there, and wrap it around twice. So that's one, and pull it. And you want to pull it as tight as you can. And make sure it's snugged. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to go under this piece right here, which is the second piece. Push it through. Take it through these two pieces here. Oops. And pull it down. Okay, and then wrap it again. Take it through a second time. Pinch it so it can be tight. And pull it down. And pull it out. Okay, now I'm going to do this a couple times and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so I did about 5 rows. Okay, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to start adding my beads, okay? So I'm going to take a bead, put it on, bring it down my long, windy cord, okay? Open it up a little bit more, and it's like, kind of, sort of, looks like you're popping your bead in, but you're really not popping your bead in. You want to try to get your bead really in there and snug up against like that. Okay, that's what you want. And then what you want to do is you want to take and you just want to come up to the top. You want to push it down, push it in there as far as you can get it, and wrap it around that top wire. Okay, like that. Let me show you. And then you want to go around again, which is twice. Like that. Okay, this is what you're going to have. Now, while you are doing this, your wire is going to be bending and so forth and so on. But once you get everything lined up and everything together, then you come back and you'll just start you know, you straighten it out and you'll unbend it and get it, you know, and move it around a little bit and, you know, get the kinks out to, you know, to what you, how you want it to be. So the next thing I'm going to do, I did the top one. So now I'm going to come down to the bottom and I'm going to do 2 wraps down the bottom. Okay. Now, you don't necessarily have to do 2 wraps. You can add your other bead, but instead I'm going to just do, I'm going to come down and I'm going to make 2 wraps. 1. Okay. You see what I just did? And then 2. Okay. And this is what you're going to have. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another bead. And here is my second bead. So here's my second bead, guys. So I'm just going to push my second bead up as close as I can and wrap it twice. And a tad bit because you want it to be as close as you can get it. So I'm going to wrap it twice down the bottom because we've already connected it up to the top. So we're going to come down the bottom and we're going to wrap it twice. Okay, so that's 1. Pull it as tight as you can get it. And then this is 2. Pull it through and pull it down. Okay, and this is what you're going to have. So you have your 2 right here. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to pull this as tight as we can. And then we're going to wrap it because remember I put a wrap, you can see it right here. We're going to do this side. Now it's gonna kind of sort of be like opposite sides depending on how you're wrapping it. So we're going to push this through and we're going to make it tight. We want to push these up because we want it to be as tight as we can get it. Wrap it one more time and pull it through. Okay, and this is what you should have, guys. All right, so for the sake of the video, I am going to go ahead and get started until I get to the center of my bead. Okay, guys, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5 in the middle, and then I'm putting my beautiful opal bead in the center. I did 5 beads, and I'm going to put this one in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to continue to do just what I was doing before. Now, sometimes when you put that big bead in there, it's going to make the wire expand because you really want it to mold. You want to mold it. You want that mold over top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this like we've been doing before. And okay, guys, sorry about that. My way I got I'm recording, it kind of, I don't want my battery to die, so I'm charging it while I'm recording. Okay, guys, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and wrap this around twice. Push it down. You want to make sure that it's nice and snug. And then we're just going to bring it up and wrap it on the other side twice. Now I am going to go ahead, for the sake of the video, through here. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. And then when I get to the end, I'm going to show you guys how to finish it. Okay, guys. So basically, what I did was, you guys saw what I did. I started off on here on the side and I did 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads in the middle. In between the beads, I wrapped it. And you can see on each side, I put a wrap on each side every time I did a wrap, okay? When I got over here on my next side, I did the same exact thing. When I got down to the bottom here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Wrapped it 5 times. Now we're going to go ahead and close it. Now this closing is going to be a little different. It's not going to be like the top part. So we're just going to wrap it around a couple times, wrap it, and then I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to stick it through like that. See what I did? I wrapped it twice and I'm sticking it through the top part. And I'm going to pull it. Oops, sorry. I'm going to pull it and keep pulling it and keep pulling, keep pulling, and keep pulling, keep pulling. Okay, and you may have to get your pliers to pull it, to keep getting it through. And you just keep pulling it. Okay, and this is pretty much what you're going to have. This is what it should look like. Now what I am going to do, this is going to hide this piece of wire. So I'm going to take my wire cutters. I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to snip it. Bam, and that's gone. That's not even there. We don't see that. Okay, no sharp edges, none of that. Okay, so here is your ring. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to bend your ring. Okay, I'm bending it. Okay, you keep bending, and it's like molding. Okay, you want to mold it. Here is your ring, guys. Look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take, I usually take the top part and just bend it a little bit more, and then bend this side here a little bit more. And then let me take this off so I can show you what it's going to look like. Now, just like I said in the beginning, the very beginning of the video, if you want to, you can add some flat pearls on it. It's completely up to you, depending on, you know, the look that you want for yourself. You put your finger in, and look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. And the one thing about these rings is you can adjust it. If it's too tight, you can take it off and open it up a little bit. So you have the option to making it as snug as you want. You know, it's really completely up to you. You can use any type of bead, any kind of bead that you would like. Y'all gonna have to forgive my ashy hands. Because my hands are ashy, y'all. Okay, guys, so this concludes my DIY Friday for the wire wrap ring. And this ring is going to be for sale in my Etsy shop. I don't know when I will have it in there, guys, but I will have it in there. I will have quite a few earrings, quite a few rings coming up soon in my shop. I thank you guys for tuning in today. You all have a wonderful, awesome weekend. Peace and blessings. See ya.